There we go. Good morning again, everybody. For those who don't know, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Thanks for being here. This is our live pre-market where we take a look at the market and a few charts and kind of figure out what's going on. I hope it's helpful to everybody. Today's date is Monday, June 17th, 2024. I do want to remind everybody that Wednesday is a holiday, and that might play a difference in the way you trade leading up to it or right after it, or whether you keep positions or not. So keep that in mind. I remember there was a time, and even now sometimes I forget and I get caught into that, and it's almost panic. Like, for instance, Wednesday's a holiday, so Tuesday afternoon I'm in panic mode. Oh my gosh, do I want to hold this or that or the other thing? So let's try to keep on top of that. Okay, this morning I want to talk about the trend. The trend's your friend. I think, and the reason I want to do this is I got caught up a little bit last week, in a little bit of fear myself. And let's take a look at NVIDIA, okay? NVIDIA, SMH, it's not just NVIDIA that's leading the market. The whole tech world is leading the market. Not the whole, but the tech world is leading the market. And NVIDIA is definitely king of the throne right now. There's no question about that. So you look at NVIDIA here, and NVIDIA is getting overbought. And I got caught up into that, and I admit it. And this weekend I had a chance to kind of reflect on my last week and reflect on the chart. I spent a fair amount of time looking at the charts, not only physical, but in my mind. And, we can always be a worrywart. We can always play everything out there. The market's bullish, the market's bearish. We can do all that, or we can really simplify it. We really can. For instance, the trend. Trade the trend. And with that said, I do want to go back to the SPY for now, okay? And we'll go back to NVIDIA in a few charts. But if you look at the SPY here, it is absolutely bullish. I mean, there is not a human being in the world that can argue this fact. Now, they may say it's bullish, but I'll just stop right there with the buts, all right? Say it, believe it, trade it. It's real simple. If you start adding the but to it, then what happens is you start looking at things like the diamonds, which is not bullish. And then you start looking at IWM, which is not bullish. And you just fight what you want. Pick your argument, pick your fight. So with that said, we'll take a look at these charts. There are bullish charts to be traded, and there are bearish charts to be traded. But how do you go to them? And a very simple way to go to them, to find them, to get them in that basket of bullish or bearish, it's really simple. It really, really is first pick out the trend. Price is above the T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator. Now, that's my personal trading trend, and many people now use something very near to this. There may be a little adjustments in there, but what you're looking for is price leading the T-line, T-line leading the trend indicator. There's your personal trend. Now, you may take it a step further, which I think is a great idea, is how is everything else doing? Whatever that line is. By the way, that's just the linear regression of the 34 EMA. That's all it is. And we'll talk about that today a little bit. And there's the 50-period moving average. If you take price away and you take away things like that bearish engulf up there, or anything that you might think is bearish, anything you might think is bearish in here, overall, the trend is still up. You can be negative on the SPY all you want, and well, it's not going to work out so good for you, because it's bullish. Now, price, and I'm not saying price can't pull back like this right here. right? Like that right there. Price can pull back. That's a normal movement of a chart. And even through here, it stayed bullish overall. Now, that doesn't mean that a trader can't come in here and get bearish on that bearish engulf or on weakness, and you can't make some money shorting. You can, absolutely. But overall, that chart is bullish. Let's take a look at the Qs. Once again, don't pick your battle. And if you're trading long, there's your backbone right here, right with the SPY. Price, T-line, trend indicator. There it is. It's bullish. However, if you want to trade short, believe me, there are plenty shorts out there to be traded. Plenty. Somebody could be in 5 longs and 5 shorts, and all 5 of them, all 10 of them, could be green for you. Absolutely. All right. Price, whoops, wrong one. Do this one. Price below the T-line, T-line below the trend indicator. Our trading trend is bearish. Okay, trading trend is bearish. IWM, same thing. Price below the T-line, T-line below the trend indicator. Our trading trend is bearish. Now, we can go in here to different time frames. We can look at a monthly chart. And if you look at the monthly chart, let's get rid of this. On IWM, price is above the T-line, and T-line is above the trend indicator. Oh, what's going on here? Do we have a bullish IWM on the monthly chart? Based on that trading trend, yes, we do. Yes, we do. But what's going on in the weekly? Chop. Buyers and sellers beating each other up on the streets. That's what we have. Buyers and sellers just beating each other up. So the bigger picture looks one way, the smaller picture looks a little different. So pick your battle, pick your chart, pick your trade, trade your trade. It's pretty simple. Doesn't matter what the news says, doesn't matter what the news is, really. It's all about the chart and the trend. The time, your timeline. In other words, are you a trader that's going to buy today and sell before the market closes? Are you a trader that's going to buy today? And it could be long or short, doesn't matter. Are you going to buy today, and is your plan to close it tomorrow? Is that your time horizon? Or are you more of a, I want to hold it for 10 days, give or take. You want to follow price, but you really don't like the whole day trading thing. You don't like the overnight, the quickness. You want to trade that 10-day thing, maybe 20-day thing, 30-day thing. That's fine. Just follow the trend and price. And as long as that trend and price is holding, it's still working. There's no reason to be, there's no reason to fall in the fear side of things. And I admit, I kind of sneaked in there last week with all the mixed market signals we're getting. And I think we're getting mixed market signals. But nevertheless, there's still bullishness out there. There's still bearishness out there. It can be absolutely overbought. Just don't use the word but. But it's overbought. You've set yourself up for disaster right there. Make your choice, trade your choice, mind your rules. That simple. That simple. I do want to take a look at the VIX real quick. The VIX is still down here bearish. There's nothing bullish. I was talking to somebody this weekend, and this is where when I started thinking about the market and everything, and we were talking about it, and it was kind of funny because they said, but if it goes up, I said, stop it with that. What does that got to do with the price of tea in China? If it goes up and it turns bearish, it's the conversation should not be, we are still bearish, but if it goes up, stop. We are still bearish. If it turns bullish, then it will be bullish. Stop it with the but part of it. Because what that does is that tears you apart in trading. It is what it is. trade what it is. Good morning, Carol. Trade what it is, not what if. Well, what if? You know, what if they have a shortage on toilet paper again? What's everybody going to do? Well, you're going to go buy toilet paper. So, you know, don't fret about what could happen. Worry about what is happening and trade what is happening here. And right now, the VIX is not bullish. Hey, it could pop up today. The VIX is not bullish. It could pop up, which would turn the market a little bit sour and bearish. And above 1480, I would get a little nervous. I'd get a little nervous if it got a little higher too. But above 1480, I would be pretty doggone nervous about the market. And if that happened, we would probably see the market, more than likely, we wouldn't have the bullish SPY or bullish Qs the way we have it. So the story will be told. It will unfold. It truly will. All right. In the meantime, let's take a look at that NVIDIA. NVIDIA is still bullish every which way from Sunday. Notice that there is no sell signal in the candlestick side of things, the price action. Price is above the trend T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator. We're in a bullish trend. If somebody is worried that, oh, we're too far from, say, the 50-period moving average, what has that got to do with your trade right now? What has that got to do with it? If you don't like it, don't trade it. It's pretty darn simple. Take a look at AMAT. I think AMAT is a great looking chart. Look at that beautiful trend right here. Please note, price is above the T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator. Look at that trend right there. Wonderful. Are some days choppy compared to other days? Yes, they are. Are some days tough to trade? Sure they are. Welcome to trading. Take a look at GE. I think GE is a short here. So let's look at that, okay? Let's do this here. Look at that top in GE. And we've got price below the T-line, T-line below the trend indicator. Now, I also like to add in like the 50-period moving average. This is, in the longs we just looked at, price was well above the 50-period moving average. Here, we have just broken below the 50-period moving average, and that's what we call a blue ice failure. And we're failing the 50-period moving average. By and large, there is a huge amount of traders out there. There's a big theory, and I buy into it, by the way. I think it is a good one, that when price gets below the 50-period moving average, it really starts losing some of its lust. It loses its shine. And when you start seeing other moving averages cross below the 50-period moving average, a little more shine is taken off that chart. So right now, I think GM is not looking very shiny for a long. It looks more shiny for a short at this point. Take a look at Snap. Snap is one I've got on the watch list. I'm waiting for it to break out. You know, trading is not go, fast. There's a lot of waiting that goes on in stock trading. And this is one I'm going to wait for. I have no idea if it's going to produce a buy signal. I don't. What I like about it, if we go over to a weekly chart, I like the cradle pattern that it's built here. I like the flag on the weekly. I like the fact that it's a rounded bottom breakout. That's one of our flagship strategies here. I love that chart, but I'm waiting for the alert. So I've got it on the watch list. Right now, until further notice, my alert will be pretty much a breakout of that trend line. And I'm going to have to watch for maybe the breakout would be above 1620 here. I think that's what I'm going to look at, above 1620. Now, something may change in this. It could pull back a little further, and that would change the dynamics of the chart. That would change that trend. We may get a buy signal that is worth a buy. But right now, based on what I see in the chart, I think I'll just keep it on the watch list and I'll keep my eyes open on it. Jet, that was supposed to have been taken off. Look at ABBF here. I think that's a fantastic looking long chart. The 50 period moving average is bending up a little bit. The trend indicator has crossed over the 50 period moving average. Price is now above the T-line. T-line's above the trend indicator. Look at that little J-hook in there. Continuation pattern trying to build. If we put this little top there, look how we're trying to break out of that top. If we put a line right through here, and it would have to go, well, let's do it right there. We would have ourselves an inverted head and shoulders. I think there's a lot of things going for ABBV. Take a look at PENS. PENS is a bullish chart. Here we are trending up. Price is above the T-line. T-line's above the trend indicator, right? That's what I'm looking for. Here we have this J-hook continuation pattern possibly setting up right through here. What we want is for it to follow through. We'll wait and watch for that, the price action that excites us. C, that's still a short looking chart. Once again, just stick with the trend. Just stick with the trend. Price is below the T-line. T-line is below the trend indicator. Those three are below the 50 period moving average. You don't see a buy signal in here, so why would we think it's not a short? Now, some traders may, I'm going to draw a line right here. Some traders, well, we're getting awfully close to support. That's not support till the buyers approve it as support, all right? Buyers have to put their stamp of approval on it before it's support. It is, however, a place where price does tend to get noticed by buyers and sellers, and then there's a decision that has to be made. Are the buyers going to step in, and are the sellers going to walk away? Well, we'll wait and see. In the meantime, that chart is a bearish-looking chart. Let's go to TPC. That's a nice-looking chart. Somebody in the room pointed this out either Thursday or Friday. I can't. It had to have been Friday. It had to have been Friday. That's a very nice bull kicker right here. Overall, you can see the bigger trend is up. Price is above the T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator. Very nice chart here. Watching this one for an entry. Entry, I mean, somebody could have bought it Friday, would have been right spot on, you know, if you want to do a Friday buy. Here this morning, we're putting in a little inside day. Very nice chart. Some folks are going to wait for a breakout. There's no right or wrong to that entry. All that's right or wrong is you making your plan and sticking with your plan. Pretty simple, okay? Coin, and that'll be the last one. Coin is another one that I'm waiting for a breakout. I have some targets up here. You can put targets on anything you want. Doesn't mean that you have to be in it. Those are my targets up there that I'm looking for. Overall, coin is still working out. I'm waiting for that time to buy it. Here you can see it's pulling back this morning. That doesn't mean that it's not going to work out. It doesn't mean that it should be short on the short list necessarily. Price is insane. Price is nuts. Price goes crazy. Price is on drugs. It's how you look at the overall picture, how you're going to trade it. So I'm going to wait. I like the chart from the overall picture, but as far as the price action goes, I do not believe it's a buy just yet. It sure came close a few times last week, but just not quite, unless you're a little bit aggressive, and you could be in there aggressive. Alrighty, folks, that's all I have for this morning. Thanks for being here live. Some will pick this up after it's loaded on YouTube. So thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you back here in about 25 minutes, all right? Have a wonderful week, a wonderful day. We'll see you in a minute. 25.